You guys asked for it. Let's do a full face of Asian makeup. Let's dive into our bag of secrets. I'm just getting used to this camera again, so we'll see how it goes. I know I look so pale, but like that's actually my skin color. I'm just trying to make sure it's like well lit, but I am aware it kind of looks like I'm washed out, but I'm actually just that pale, so it is what it is. Starting with a pore pad. I've used these many times and I love them. They're really great on makeup clients as well. If you are a makeup artist, you just use the like kind of scrubby side first, and it has some chemical exfoliants in there, but it's really gentle because of the like toner properties, and then you kind of let it sit for a bit. Then you swap to the smoother side and just go over everything. And if there's any like excess toner left on your face, you can like dab it off, but usually I just leave it on because I love me some skincare. Then before makeup, I just thought I'd include these because they are like Asian skincare as well. This is one of my top sunblocks, SPF 50 PA+++++++. Always want to look for a ton of pluses, to put it in simple terms. That means that it is combating like UVA, not just like the burn rays, like all kinds of rays. Plus signs are better. In the stricter countries that have more regulations than New Zealand, they have to have it, but here a lot of products don't. I'm just gonna rub this in. This is a beautiful one. If you have like a family member, your man, whoever doesn't like wearing thick sunblock, this is the one. Like it literally feels like a lightweight milky moisturizer, and it just like blends into nothing, you can see. And it's not overly greasy as well, which I love as a combo skin. I feel like the dry skin gals love the sunblock glow, but if you have a lot of natural oils as well, it can get a little bit much. So this one is just excellent. I always feel like confident that I'm protected against the sun when I start the day with this. Not an ad, none of this is an ad, but I just love Asian products. So many light years ahead of us. Sorry about the aircraft overhead. So BB cream time. I have multiple shades of this. I carry this in my makeup kit. It is so good for like mother of the bride, 40 plus skin, but all ages, but it's just very flattering. It doesn't grip the skin in a way that like emphasizes any texture or lines. It's still got really good coverage. This one's new. Oh, there we go. I got shade 13, which is like my winter color. My winter color has become my year-round color because I don't really go out in the sun anymore. That sounds so emo, like I do, but I'm just like super sunblocked up. I did prepare a sponge for this, but to be honest, you can just go in with a brush or your hands. It's like gorgeous. It's so forgiving. So you can really apply it however you want. It's a nice quick one to pop on like before work or whatever. And as a bonus, it has SPF 42. I wouldn't rely on this alone, but it's nice to have like extra coverage on there. I'm like so paranoid. I keep checking if I'm recording. It's so weird doing YouTube again. Now forgive me if I pronounce this brand wrong. The Siam? This, is it the same? Maybe, I don't know. Shades wise, I've got 0.5, and then this one's a corrector. Doesn't say the shade, but it's like the pinky one. I love mixing these under the eyes. They're really nice coverage and actually brightening. Like, can you see that? The rest of the face, I'll just take the 0.5 shade. These are so affordable too. I think they were like $10, which shocked me. I usually get them off like, you know, Yes Style and sites like that. Yeah, I just don't remember them being so affordable, but it's really awesome. I'm so happy W Cosmetics is in New Zealand because their prices are like pretty good considering I have to import everything. I'm just gonna pack that in. I'm sorry, is it the Royal Aircraft Day? Like, what's going on? I'm like, do I just not hear it usually because I'm not filming? But I swear there's never this many planes. I've like genuinely forgotten how to zoom on this. It's the sirens to me. I wonder if we'll see in the news that someone did a massive like raid out here or something. Actually can't. Let's just consider it like ASMR ambiance, you know? I like to take this Sweetie Bear palette. A moment for the packaging. It's so pretty. This is shade 1. You can see what shades I like to use. I just take this one and then mostly the pink because that's like actually a little bit dark, but I just like it for the undertone, and just like carve out under the brown. I kind of like feather it over the tail too because I've got these brow tattoos which like may just slay that they've lasted so long, but they're the complete wrong color for my hair now. I got them done when I was like platinum blonde, and now my hair is like strawberry blondie auburn. It's like completely wrong, but anyway, it's okay. Nothing that can't be fixed with makeup. You've just got to laugh. Like, I actually can't believe these freaking planes There's never planes above my house ever. And yes, I'm drinking a white Monster. Hashtag bogan. Don't come for me. I got a bunch of these Fwee. I always laugh saying that brand. They're lip products, but I'm just wondering if it's cheap too, because it could be quite pretty, but I think it might be lip. So let's take the Fwee little pots. They're like these little jam pots. They're so cute, and I love this color. It's such a random texture. It literally feels like jelly. Shocking, right? You'd never think. I'm just gonna pop some on with a brush, and then I'll blend it in with my sponge. Wow, how to talk. Can't remember. I'm trying to think what it smells like. It's just like sugary. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to smell like jam. I do love jams. That's probably why I love it. My new motto in life is to just laugh at stuff when it annoys me instead of getting annoyed. It's hard. It goes against human nature, but I do recommend it. It's actually quite good. I do remember this being why I started fake tanning back in the day, because like my skin wouldn't pick up on camera. Which is kind of crazy. Like you can turn the exposure down, but then the whole room's like really dark. I'm doing some work with a skin clinic, and I went in the other day, and the nurse was like shook by my skin. She was like, "You are actually translucent." I was like, "Yeah, I know." She wasn't trying to be horrible. Like she's just stating the facts. I low-key am translucent. Okay, I need to stop or I'm gonna look like sunburnt, but isn't this so pretty? I love it. I always do a little bit on the schnoz. We'll just leave it at that because I'm gonna top it with some powder blush as well. And these can be used on the lips too. They're so gorgeous. I have a little like keychain one on my keys. You can get like little travel ones. It's so cute. I love how the Asian products do all that fun stuff. I don't think I have like a cream bronzer, an Asian beauty cream bronzer. I've definitely got powder bronzers, so we'll just do that today. So let's move on to brows. This has been my go-to little brow, I was gonna say quad, but it's a trio for ages. You can see which color I use. It's this one. This is a Flower Nose eyebrow palette. It's from the Midsummer Fairy Tales collection. Look at the packaging. Look, I wouldn't buy stuff just for the packaging. I mean, actually I would. If you've seen any of my Asian beauty hauls in the past, you know I would. I continually buy Flower Nose because the products are really good too. Like packaging can only take you so far, you know, but they're like a two in one. Like everything is good, but it's also really pretty. I might do a quick brow gel, and then we'll use this to fill them in. Little brush here, sparse bit up here. Yeah, I'll just like pat it on the here, because I also do have some products I can use for that like brush stroke look, but when I'm lazy this works well, and it like warms up the brow a bit. So I mainly use this one to try and like match it to my hair a bit better. It's not perfect, but yeah, if you guys are in Auckland and you know of anyone that like, I don't know, I kind of need to like laser them off and then get them redone, but I'm scared. Now our brows and base are kind of on. I want to set this. I'm just debating what powder to use because I love so many. I'll show you my favorites. So in terms of like translucent or skin colored powders, I love this one from, I think this is the same. Yeah. Same, I don't know. Again, this is so affordable. It's just like a really finely milled light colored powder. So I'll use that today to show you, but I also love this Florasis airbrushed one. They're so pretty too. This is a Sea Beauty brand, and that's like really nice to, I might even use that like on my forehead and jaw and stuff just to give me a bit of like dimension. And then I love the pink one that they do. They have like a blue, a purple, a pink. It's just like nice to blend the blush and kind of under eye color together. And then Canmake do a really nice loose powder. I love this one. So usually like colored powders, like Huda Beauty has them and like heaps of brands, they're just too dark for me, but these Asian brands make them like almost pastel colored. So if you do have fair skin, it's like awesome. So that's like a lavendery color. And then I also love the Florasis loose powders. I keep these in my kit for fairer skin clients. I have the translucent and then O1 Peach Blossom. You can see the difference. Kind of hard to see on here. Oh, there you go. One's like got a bit of a tint to it. Maybe I'll set with a little bit of the loose powder. I'll try and use like all the powders just to show you. This one is like a little knitting, kind of like the Huda Beauty. You can press it on your hand as well just to get rid of any excess, but this one's pretty finely milled I find anyway. I'm gonna set the very under eye, making sure there's no creases as well. Beforehand you can just take your sponge or brush and dot out any like creasing, and I do get creasing on the lid, so I'm just gonna quick set there. Then for demonstration's sake, I'll take a little bit of the lavender one too. Figure out how I can show you all of them in one go. So we got a lot. I'm just gonna take what's on the lid, pop a bit on the puff, and then just gonna press it into the hand. This is really gonna help blend under the eyes. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, I forgot how pretty this was. I used to have it and then I ran out. Like you can see, hopefully you can see. I forgot to mention at the start too, but I also love this Eliza Vecca BB cream. I just didn't mention it. It's really hard to get in New Zealand, so I don't know, I might have to stop using it myself as well. You can only get it off like iHerb, and even then it's out of stock a lot. I don't know, they don't seem to have this brand at like any Asian beauty shops here. If they do, they don't stock this. They had that viral like the Milky Piggy mask. I know it's such random like packaging, but this is my perfect shade. Like it's literally like grey, which is my shade. So all right. Oh, I forgot to show you too, I also have this Can Make one I really like. Just see everything in. It's just like giving, you know, MAC Studio Fix. Just a good standard setting powder. Baby hairs are out of control lately. What's happening? Did anyone else feel like when they hit 30, like their skin got oilier and their hair was like growing like crazy? I don't know. Maybe it's my like hormones re-kickstarting or something, I'm not sure, but I'm like so much oilier than I used to be. Sorry, I keep cutting the camera and then forgetting to zoom back in. So contour and blush. We have our Girl Flower Nose, and I also love the Judy Doll contour palette. If there's like one recommendation I can give to my fair girls, it's this. This is the shade 4. They have a bunch of different palettes. Yeah, you can really see if I go on the side. This is like the perfect cool tone contour color. Now someone's mowing their lawns, perfect. I don't know how YouTubers like film in silence, seriously. So you can see, hopefully, just from that, how sculpting that is. It literally just looks like a shadow. Like, do you guys remember back in the day we would all use taupe from NYX? It's like giving that. And then I just use the other side to buff it out. These brushes are just from Temu, by the way. Putting a TikTok up of them and like a reel on Instagram if I haven't already. They're like a dupe for the Hourglass, and they were really cheap for a massive, it was like a 40 pack or something. It was like $30, crazy cheap. This has been my favorite Asian beauty blush at the moment. SO1 Summer Souffle. You wouldn't think I've used it because it's so like perfectly embossed, but I literally take the smallest little bit. I've been liking applying blush with like a tiny brush at the moment. I feel like it's more precise, like where you place it. I'm also so powdery now, but I kind of like that because then once I setting spray it all just like melts in. But yeah, hopefully you can see this one is kind of like a blush and highlight in one. It's so pretty when the light hits it. Like you really don't need much, but it just pops the cheekbone, kind of starting right at the outer eye and then blending up and down. Like you still bring the blush down here, but concentrating the colour in that middle part really helps to lift the whole face. I can't believe my neighbour's mowing the lawns right now. You win some, you lose some, you know. Before I setting spray, I'm going to pop just a bit of eyeshadow in the crease. I don't know how to choose eyeshadow. I have so many palettes from Asian beauty places. I think let's just stick with Daisy and do like a neutral. They have really gorgeous 9-pan palettes, just super pretty everyday ones. This is the shade Muted Nuts. No comment. But I'm just gonna pop a little bit in the crease. They're nice and cool tone too, a lot of them. Kind of panicking because my neighbour's mowing the lawn. I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. Another life hack is to just take a massive brush to do your crease because it's so fast. Probably harder because I'm like, oh, it's a nice lighting day to film, but then people are like, oh, it's nice weather to mow their lawns. It is like the middle of the week though. Slapping a bit of that in there. Just popped a little bit of shadow like on my lash line as well from that palette, and then curling, and then we just have to do like mascara, setting spray and lips, and we're all done. It's pretty much my like go-to Asian beauty look. But I do recommend, if you can't afford the Shiseido curler, just get some curlers from like Daiso or any Asian shop, because the reason the Shiseido ones are so good is they're like fitted to an Asian eye, which is more kind of flat almondy shape, so it really helps to get those like outer lashes. Just a little like FYI. I forgot to show this too. I also love this Flower Nose palette for contouring. See, I use the mirror to blend. It's kind of gross, but this is like the top mascara in Japan. I got the brown version. I will show you guys how much it like lifts your eyes. It's crazy, and it's such a pretty color too. If you are someone who has kind of like an auburny streak in their hair, I definitely recommend the brown shade. Otherwise their black is obviously like a cult favorite for a reason, but it just holds curl like all day. Pretty much waterproof. You do need a special this like remover to take it off, otherwise it's kind of a B word to get off. But yeah, if you struggle to like keep curl in your lashes, definitely give it a try. It's the one with the little like baddie on the packaging, so you can see the difference. Like It's crazy. I might actually lock in with some setting spray before we do lips. Don't have a K-Beauty one. I really want to try the Tear one, but it was out of stock, and so was the like milky toner. But I think it's because I went on that opening day. Hopefully I can grab it next time. This is just going to help melt those powders. I also wanted to show you guys, if you get mascara, you can just take a little Q-tip, like wait for it to dry, and then it just rubs off. How insane is this mascara? It's actually so good. Before we pick a lip color, let's line the lips. This is like a smudgy one. It's so pretty. It's from Odd Type, and it's the color Bold, I think. They call them gentle blending liners. It's kind of like the Road one, where it's just like that, like it gives you kind of a soft smudgy outline, but I love it. It helps give that like sweetheart shape, and it just looks like automatically blended because it's almost like silicone-y. And then lastly, let's just pop on some lips. This is a new one I got. I do love it. I've been using it every day since I got it from the opening by Eyeshadow. I don't know, maybe that's the name, maybe the brand's NM. It's so cute. It looks like bubbly. I'll pop a bit of that just to give it like a nice cool tone shade. Like they're quite subtle colors, which I like. It's like really sheer pretty pink color. And there we have it. All products will be linked down below. Try and get my hair look not so crazy, but I can do a more like skincare heavy one if that's of interest to you guys. Yeah, this was super highly requested, so hopefully it helped. I'll link all the products in my shop which is down below. Love you guys. Bye.